got a fun show here on Chicago Bears Now. My name is Harrison Graham. Fox Sports Bears free agency predictions. We will dive into that here in just a second. But merch sale alert. Everything in the Bears Now merch shop at chatsports.com/Bears shop is 25% off, including our new St. Patty's Day t-shirts. The Chicago drinking team, you're going to want to be rocking these on St. Patty's. A little teaser, too. We're working on another St. Patty's design, so stay tuned. But 25% off this. You see the design right there, but everything else as well. You want to get the Iceman gear. You want to get the FGB gear. Anything in the shop, 25% off from now through next Monday. It's an awesome deal. You guys have been incredible. And if you've been hesitant to buy some of our merch, this is the time. Valentine's Day. It'll get there after V-Day, but hey, you can just pull the whole, it took a little too long in the mail with your significant other. She'll be happy in the long run. Take advantage, chatsports.com/Bears shop. 25% off all of our awesome merch. Okay, free agency predictions from Fox Sports. I'm going to react here on today's show. They released their top 100 free agents and ranked them. They predicted where all of their top 100 free agents would sign, and I react to the Bears' predicted signings, plus a few internal Bears players that are predicted to sign elsewhere. So busy show here. The first free agent that they predict to sign with the Chicago Bears is offensive tackle Cam Robinson, a player we've talked about some here on this show. We talked about him all the way back in training camp when the Bears' left tackle competition was seemingly going nowhere. We've mentioned him a couple of times this offseason. He is a guy that has been around for a long time. He'll be entering his 10th year. He's made 114 career starts at left tackle. He's Fox Sports' 85th ranked free agent, and I do think he could be a stopgap option for Chicago at the left tackle position if Ozzie Trapillo is set to miss all or at least most of this upcoming season. You look at his past 4 years, his PFF grades. Last year didn't go great. He was with the Texans. Browns traded for him. Just didn't go that well. But the 3 prior years and throughout most of his career, he's been what I would call a solid player overall. Historically, he's a better pass protector than a run blocker. Historically, he is above average per PFF's grading system in pass pro and average to below average in run blocking. But if you think about what Ben Johnson said all the way back in training camp last year, they're looking for someone who can first and foremost protect the quarterback in one-on-one situations. He can do that at an adequate level at the left side. He's better than Theo Bennett in pass pro, probably worse in run blocking, so you've got that as well. But again, Ozzie Trapillo leaves a gaping hole over on the left side. You've got Theo Bennett back in the mix. You could draft somebody at some point, but a guy like Cam Robinson, if the money is right, could fill that void for 1 year. Now, I'd rather wait and see if a guy like Taylor Decker freed up. He's a better player, but you could do worse than Cam Robinson. Not sure what the money would be. Last year he signed a 1 year, $13 million deal, but a lot of that was incentives. Could you get him on like a 1 year, $5-6 million base with incentives up to 10? Maybe it's something like that. The money would obviously play a big factor here. Okay, this is an interesting one that I have not talked about here on Bears Now. Demario Davis, who's going to be 37 years old, but one of the best linebackers of his generation, is set to be a free agent with the Saints. He's been there since 2018. He played under Dennis Allen in New Orleans from 2018 to 2024. He's still a good player, man. He was very productive this past season, and apparently he's open to signing elsewhere in free agency. This is via Greg Auman, who wrote up this top 100 rankings. He says, Davis, still going at 37, managed to set a career high with 143 tackles for the Saints in 2025. He's at an age where linebackers rarely exist, let alone play as actively as he does, and he's hinted he'll not only play again, but test the free agent waters. Davis deserves to finish with a contender, 227 career regular season games, but only 5 in the playoffs and 2 wins at that. And like I said, he's still good. Productive, career high in tackles this past year. His coverage ability dipped a little bit this past season. Obviously, he's getting older, but his last season with DA, he was still pretty good in coverage. Gave up a less than 80 QB rating when targeted. So he would come in here. He would know the system. He's not going to give you like elite speed, but he still moves pretty well at his age, and he graded out well this year per Pro Football Focus, well above average overall, excellent against the run. 68.3 in coverage is still above average in their grading system. That graded out higher than I think both Tremaine Edmonds and TJ Edwards in coverage. And we've obviously talked about Tremaine. He's a prime cut candidate for the Chicago Bears. You'd save $15 million. The question is how much would Demario Davis cost? So his most recent contract with the Saints was a 2-year, $17-something million contract, just over $8.5 million per year. Would he take a discount from that? 8.5 a year? Would he do like a 1-year, $5 million deal to come join a team that's got a chance to contend in 2026 in the Chicago Bears? If he would, I'd be in. I don't think I'd give him $8-9 million at his advanced age. But if you cut Tremaine to say 15, sign Davis for 5, you clear $10 million, and probably at worst have a similar caliber player, maybe even a little better for 2026. I would be on board. There wouldn't be much of a learning curve there. He'd bring a lot of experience, leadership, and still above average play. The money would be the key here, really, for both of these first two players that we've talked about. Pick one to sign. If you could only sign one, who would you rather have? Type CR for Cam Robinson or DD for Demario Davis. I'd probably lean Davis because I think you can find an adequate left tackle. You may even already have a solution on the roster in a Joe Thuney to kick him out or a Theo Benedict. I still want to add more to that mix, but I don't think Cam Robinson's the end-all, be-all by any stretch of the imagination. But, again, he would be serviceable. Okay, a couple other guys to discuss, but first I got to tell you about our awesome sponsor. That is Mando. They are sponsoring today's show, and for a limited time only, you can get 20% off their website with code CHAT at checkout. Fellas, what is your go-to move when getting ready for a first date? Maybe it's a new haircut. Maybe it's washing your car before picking up that significant other or future significant other. But you know what's a non-negotiable, at least for me, on first dates, and it should be for you? Deodorant. No one does deodorant better than Mando. And Mando isn't just for your armpits, fellas. It's safe from head to toe, all of their products, whether it's the stick deodorant, spray deodorant, the deodorant wipes, or the body wash. Mando has you covered as their products are clinically proven 72-hour odor control. Mando's products are also clinically proven to control odor better than a shower with soap alone. 12 hours after a shower, the average men's grundle odor level was a 5 out of 10. With Mando, it was a 0 out of 10 after testing. Some men mask their BO with scents. Mando men get the job done right. Don't mask it, Mando it. Available on retailers near you, or head to shopmando.com because for a limited time, new customers get 20% off site-wide with our exclusive code. That is code CHAT at shopmando.com for 20% off plus free shipping. That's shopmando.com. Please support the show. Tell them we sent you Bears Now by Chat Sports. Mando's got you covered with deodorant plus sweat control. Say goodbye to sweat stains and hello to long-lasting freshness. Okay, Kevin Byard, that's the one internal re-signing out of their top 100 list. Fox Sports predicts for the Chicago Bears, and obviously there's been a lot of buzz here. The Bears have talked about it. Kevin Byard's talked about it. There's clear mutual interest in a reunion on a 1, maybe even a 2-year deal for Kevin Byard to remain in Chicago. He obviously had a good 2-year stretch here. He was excellent this year, got back to being an elite playmaker in terms of taking the football away, 7 picks, had 8 breakups as well, was around the ball a lot this season, and you have no safeties under contract. So if you don't sign Kevin Byard, you're going to have to bring in somebody, multiple players at the safety position. At this point, I'd be pretty shocked if he wasn't back. It's a need. You know him well. He's a leader. He's still playing at a high level. He fit in well with DA. He wants to be in Chicago. He likes it there. His family seems to like it based on what he said. So I think something would have to go south, or maybe some other team, if they didn't re-sign him before free agency, just threw crazy money at him that he couldn't refuse. Something like that would have to happen, and I don't think that's the case. 33 years old. It's not like some team's throwing $15 million at him on a 1-year deal. So I think he'll be back, and I think the money will be pretty reasonable for both sides. Okay, Trey Hendrickson. Fox is predicting it as well. There's a lot of buzz. PFF, Fox. The Bears have been linked to him before. We know a big need is pass rushers. The Bears were 31st in pass rush win rate this past season. He's the best pass rusher available. He's Fox Sports' number 4 free agent this year. Auman again saying, quote, Hendrickson doesn't have the luster he had a year ago. Instead of coming off back-to-back 17.5 sack seasons and 4 straight Pro Bowls. He's now coming off core muscle surgery in December. That limited him to 4 sacks in 7 games in 2025. He got a 1-year, $29 million deal from the Bengals last year, but isn't likely to draw as much this time around. Will he get more than 1 year guaranteed and at much more than $20 million a year? He needs 19 sacks to reach 100 for his career. I've said it for a couple weeks now. If you can get Hendrickson on a 1 to 2 year deal at a reasonable price tag, less than $25 million per year, I think that's a win. So I got a little contract projection for you guys. 2 years, $45 million, 22.5 a year, 30 guaranteed. That gives you flexibility to get out of it after 2026. If he doesn't have, an awesome year and you want to clear some cap, that would make him, Grady Jarrett, and Dio Adangbo, and Montez Sweat, for that matter, all contracts that you could get out of in 2027. So if you wanted to just completely blow up your defensive line after this upcoming year, you could certainly do that. But I also like the fit of Hendrickson, Sweat, and Booker as your top 3. Draft an edge, maybe in the middle rounds. I think defensive tackle would shoot up to that top defensive line kind of target range for the first, maybe second round. Obviously, you'd have to add another defensive back as well. So, again, Max Crosby, all these big trade ideas. I'm open to those if the trades are reasonable. But if you told me today, hey, you can get Trey Hendrickson on a 2-year deal with, most of the money guaranteed in the first year, I'd probably just do that. And then you still have your draft picks. You have flexibility. You can add other positions of need throughout the draft and free agency. So I'm really growing to the idea of getting Hendrickson on board on a 1 or 2 year deal in the low mid-20s per year. Okay, will Trey Hendrickson be a Chicago Bear? Call it. Type Y for yes, or you can type in for no. Give me your thoughts on today's video. And then lastly, Fox Sports also had 3 other Bears internal free agents cracked the top 100. CJ Gardner-Johnson was at 90, I think. They predict he will sign with the Giants. Jaquan Brisker, who they ranked higher than Byard, probably given his age. They have him going to the Raiders. And then Nahshon Wright, who was in the top 15 or 20, they have him signing with the New York Jets. So those are some other predictions. I'd like to bring back Gardner-Johnson if the money is right, so we'll see where he ends up. That's going to do it for Chicago Bears Now. Check out the merch, chatsports.com/bearshop, 25% off. Also subscribe to the channel on the way out. We will be back tomorrow with some more content, including our live show at 4 o'clock Central Time, so hit that subscribe button. And as always, bear down.